connected vehicle cloud? Is it training or what it does?
That's a very good question. I don't think it's raining. The connected vehicle cloud is service backend, basically. Everything that the car connects to get access to a range of different types of services based on the fact that the car is connected. And services can be really anything. It's a mixture of, let's say, traditional telematics, which has been around for a long period of time, to also other type of services interacting with the driver and the owner, as well as the connected vehicle cloud extracting data from the car to pass on to other service providers so that they can build services. One example of that would be the phenomenon of usage-based insurance. Basically, you pay your insurance premium depending on how you drive. That is a set of data that the cloud can extract from the car and with the consent of the car owner make available to an insurance company so that they can set more accurate premium.
If I sit in your car and
yes.
you tell me that this is connected, so what it means to me in the moment when I'm sitting there?
It means that you have access to a set of applications and services that Volvo is providing through our cloud. It is ranging from navigational support when you drive the car and help you find your ways better, of course, but also, let's say, intelligent combinations of services. So, for instance, take the navigation and then combine that with find your parking space and pay for your parking space service, which sits today isolated on the internet. What we can do then in the cloud is to bring those two together so that you as a driver can actually see that parking finding on top of your navigation and also find the free parking spaces and even pay for the parking from your car, also combining the charging. Then you will find other traditional entertainment services, of course, different internet radio channels and community type of services. There's also one feature which is quite important for the car manufacturer, but it is also, I think, a safety for the driver, is that if there's something wrong with the car will, of course, show it on the dashboard, but it will also tell the cloud that something is wrong.
This is something that all the car manufacturers tell you also, but why Ericsson is telling this now? What is the role of Ericsson here?
Our role is that we provide this entire cloud solution.
So it's somewhere over Stockholm?
It's somewhere over in Stockholm. It's moving.
And there
with the
are
cloud.
people in the angels in there, or what?
Yes. No, but basically, we are offering this to the car manufacturers, or Volvo in this case, as a service. So what we bring in, and I think this is the interesting thing, where you see industries coming together. We're using the same platforms and same backends that we have been developing for the telco industries over the last 10 to 15 years to help them get a more systematic approach to how to deliver and offer new services to their customers. And what we realize is that doing it to a car or other industries, 60, 70, sometimes 80% of the functionality you need to have in place is exactly the same. Then the remaining 20, 30, 40% will be specific to an industry or specific to a company. But we know that, and since we've been doing that for hundreds of operators for more than 15 years, we thought that we have a very strong message here, because we can help, avoid some because I mean, now we talk about the service cloud around one car. What if, when that starts to interact with the type of service clouds that are coming up in intelligent transport or road safety or other car manufacturers doing their own? So obviously there's a collaborative aspect to it, which is inevitably going to come, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
But if we go back to the car, then there is maybe nothing from Ericsson, but the Ericsson is somewhere else.
Yes.
And you are connected first to Ericsson and after that to some other places.
Yes, so you're right. Ericsson is everything outside of the car. We don't do anything inside it, right? So that's a good statement. But again, what we help is to bring on all of these other good service providers in here. So if you're going to access a service which we have integrated, we will be the middleman that say that yes, it's okay for this car or this driver to actually access that service, and then we will just broker that relationship and sometimes charge for it. But that is our role. So we don't own the services either. We just make sure that they are integrated.
And please tell me, where is the business here for Ericsson?
Well, for Ericsson, I mean, we're providing a service which we obviously we get paid to provide, and for the car manufacturers, I think that this is there are many aspects of how, you know, where's the money for them, both in terms of, which is very important, starting to build a relationship with the end customer, which they traditionally don't have, as well as being able to make sure that, let's say, the spare parts are being used when you service the car. If you can be, you know, proactive in proposing, saying that now I see that your brakes are need to change. I, as Volvo, I as the car manufacturer, I know that. So, but I have ordered the spare parts, and if you want to come in next week, press here, and we have booked an appointment. Trying to secure that the customers will come back, as well as avoiding cost, of course, because if you detect something that is wrong in a car, and in many cars, you can start to do this type of preventive maintenance.
What about tomorrow? How is it? How this is growing or changing or coming up?
I think it's going to be, well, no one knows, but the one thing we do know that it will be a faster development tomorrow than today. Let me just give you an example of how you can use these concepts to innovate. One thing that Volvo tried this spring was just to say that what if we could combine the fact that you can locate your car, you can actually find where it is, and you can open the car remotely, and combine that with someone who's actually distributing goods. You buy something on the internet. If you put those two together, and it took them 2 months to actually do that mixture on the cloud. And it means now that if you, they have 100 cars testing the service. So if you order, you know, food deliveries, you can have them sent to your car. Basically, you give the distribution company the right to locate your car. You give them the right to open your car with a key that's only valid for 2 minutes. So instead of them going home to your house when you're at work, they can actually put it in the trunk of your car. So when you go home from work, it's already there. So that type of innovation.
So your beer is there now, waiting. Your beer bottles are there and waiting.
It can't be, because there's no cooling in there, so I want to keep them cold.
Okay. Thank you very much. This was very interesting.